Are you over 40 and you're trying to conceive? Maybe you've been told that it is impossible to do that if you don't have IVF. But I'm here to tell you that is just simply not true. I conceived my very first child naturally at the age of 43. To share with you what actually worked for me. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Tamitha Davis, and I like to help women over the age of 35 to restore their fertility, balance their hormones naturally, and if that is something you're interested in, do consider subscribing to my channel, and let's dive into today's topic. The first thing I did to help balance out my hormones was seed cycling. When you take two separate set of seeds in your follicular phase and in your luteal phase. So days 1 of your period through day 14, you're going to do flax seed and pumpkin seeds. And then days 15 through 28, or the start of your period, your luteal phase, you're going to be eating sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. And I like to do between 1 to 3 tablespoons of each one, making sure that I'm eating all 6 tablespoons throughout the day. These contain healthy fats and minerals and vitamins to help boost our own natural ability to produce estrogen and progesterone. I did make a video that I'll link below that goes into a little bit more detail on each one of those benefits. I also made sure I was taking a really good sublingual multi-B vitamin, like a B complex. B vitamins are very, very important for balancing out your progesterone and your estrogen and producing new progesterone and estrogen, and also helping to battle inflammation, and it's really good for our nervous system as well. I like to do green juicing. Greens has lots of all of our minerals in it, potassium and our sodium, as well as magnesium, which is one of the key components of building up our hormones. I like to take a walk in nature. I started to just focus more on myself and saying the hell with everybody else, because there's only one of me. I can't take care of anybody unless I'm taking care of myself first. So make yourself a priority, ladies. And if they judge, let them judge. Who cares? This is your life, right? Switching out products that I use for my everyday skincare, hair care, laundry soap, cleaning supplies, and switching to more natural ingredients with essential oils and things that I was just making on my own. I also kept a journal of how I was feeling, because in the beginning I was actually making a list of things, that all my symptoms, so I could take to the doctor, and that was just kind of therapeutic for me. It's like, okay, this is what I have happening, this is how I felt this day. So just keeping track of how you're feeling, what worked for you. I found out that being in my garden, if I was outside, I felt much better getting that vitamin D, because we're not getting enough vitamin D. We're not spending nearly enough time outside, and vitamin D turns into vitamin D3, which is a hormone in our body, and it's very, very important for synthesizing in our body to produce our estrogen and progesterone. So that's what I found was really helpful for me, and my mood started to lift whenever I was outside, just touching nature, barefoot in the grass, and just breathing in good fresh air. That's important. I used to stay up late with my husband to watch the news, which we all know is full of drama. I started to go to bed early. I downloaded the Calm app to do some meditation and just focusing more on myself and getting more peaceful sleep. I switched to a predominantly plant-based diet. My older videos, you'll hear about me talking about going plant-based. So I made sure I was buying things that were whole state. I would make my own food, not be eating the processed stuff, skipping the drive-through, eliminating sugars from my diet. I never drank alcohol that often, except for when I got pregnant. To grow my own food and shopping locally from local farms. Some of the main supplements I was taking because I was in perimenopause were Vitex, which is also known as chasteberry, my maca. I love my maca. It helps to balance out my estrogen. It's a cruciferous vegetable, actually, if you didn't know that. And also shatavari berry to help balance out my progesterone. I also took adaptogenic herbs such as ashwagandha. I also loved lemon balm. I started to grow it in one spot and it just literally spread everywhere. I took stinging nettles that would help to give me my minerals that I needed, and also moringa. And because I was having hot flashes from hell, I took some Dong Quai and motherwort. It took some time. It was not just like I just took these supplements for a couple weeks and voila! Give your body time to get back into its own natural rhythm. And this can take anywhere between a few weeks to a few months. Mine was about 6 to 8 months I started to really notice a huge difference in my symptoms, because the symptoms good Lord, were they overtaking my body. That's where that whole journaling would come into play. So you can keep track of how you're feeling. Rest, exercise, but not too strenuous exercise. We want to do light exercise and making sure we're eating lots of clean foods. Stay away from processed foods, sugars, alcohols, all the chemicals that we're putting in our body and around our body. We don't need that. We can use essential oils and more natural things. All right, you guys, if this type of content is what you're interested in, please do consider subscribing to Herbal Bunny's Pharmacy, where I talk about all things of hormonal health and infertility and fertility. And I'll see you guys in the next video.